Jimilo and Pacers insider Cliff Brown break down all the elements surrounding Paul George's return. Jimilo /Indy star Paul George returns to Bankers Life Fieldhouse on Wednesday. Photo, Mark D. Smith, USA Today Sports. Ideapolis. The best thing Paul George ever did for this city was leave it. Lord knows he didn't do much for Ideapolis while he was here in name only, here because the name on the front of his jersey said Pacers, even if all he cared about in a way that is extreme, even for the modern-day professional athlete, was the name on the back. The Idea Pacers reached the Eastern Conference Finals twice when George was here, and he played a significant role on those teams in 2013 and 14, but they weren't his teams. He was a piece of a puzzle, a large piece, but he was young and safe in the shadow of leaders like David West and Roy Hibbert, and even a character like Lance Stevenson. It wasn't until Larry Bird took that team apart and rebuilt it around Paul George after the 2014 season that the Pacers became his team, and Ideapolis became his city. Only, he didn't take ownership. He tolerated it here, because the Pacers gave him the max contract he deserved and this market gave him the adulation he craved, but he was always more heavily invested in Paul George than this city or franchise. His view of himself always seemed distorted, PG wanting to be treated like other superstars. LeBron James was his measuring stick, but not producing or winning or even trying to lead like other superstars. He was good here, very good. At his best, like in the 2016 playoffs against Toronto, he was NBA greatness. The Idea Pacers spoke about facing former teammate Paul George after practice Tuesday. Clark Wade /Indy star, but he didn't want to be here. Not enough cameras at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Not enough votes in the All-Star ballot box. Winning here was going to be difficult, and he didn't want to work that hard. He wasn't the first and he won't be the last NBA player to seek easier pastures. Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, even LeBron left their original franchise for an easier path to a championship, but he's the only one who did it to us. Paul George returns to Ideapolis on Wednesday night with the Oklahoma City Thunder, comfortable in the shadow of Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony, and the reaction will be all wrong. We'll boo him, and we'll hate him, when what we really should do is laugh at him. Because it's funny, how this whole thing is turning out. Clifton Brown, Indy star Pacers insider, talks about the team's overtime win against Denver, Sunday, December 10, 2017. Robert Skier /Indy star. Had the regular season ended when the Pacers last played, a 126-116 victory against Denver on Sunday, they'd be in the playoffs as the No. 5 seed in the Eastern Conference, and the Oklahoma City Thunder would be in the 2018 NBA Draft Lottery. Imagine that. The Pacers, ruined by the off-season trade demand of their only All-Star, left for dead by analysts near and far after sending Paul George to the Thunder for one decent young player, Victor Oladipo, and one mystery, Domantas Sabonis, are having a better season than 2016 or 17, when they finished 7th in the East. And the Thunder, who won 47 games a year ago and finished 6th in the tougher Western Conference and then gave MVP Russell Westbrook 2 more All-NBA talents Carmelo and Paul George, are under 500 and 9th in the West.